Hi, this is David Quatello with Siemens, and I'm here today with Ashley Bryant, who is our Senior Product Manager of Residential Circuit Breakers, and we're going to be discussing the brand new dual function breaker from Siemens. How you doing today, Ashley?
I'm well. How are you, Dave?
Doing great. Now, how does this particular breaker differ from either the arc fault or even the combination arc fault circuit breaker?
Yeah, so the combination arc fault circuit breaker actually provides series and parallel arc fault protection. The dual function now combines two technologies into one device.
Okay.
So now we have the AFCI, the arc fault protection, as well as the ground fault protection in one circuit breaker.
Okay. Pretty good information. Now, why did we even create the dual function breaker?
Yeah, so the National Electric Code 2014 now requires AFCI protection on kitchens and laundry room circuits, where we used to only have GFCI protection requirements.
Okay.
So an option is to put an AFCI breaker with a GFCI receptacle, which works great on the outlet circuits.
Sure.
But when you have a refrigerator, you'd have to put that GFCI receptacle behind the refrigerator.
So you're saying that a homeowner would have to move a refrigerator in order to get to this receptacle?
Exactly.
That doesn't sound like it's going to work.
No, that wouldn't be so easy on the homeowner. So we have created this dual function device, which now puts the AFCI and GFCI into one circuit breaker. All the contractor has to do is install the circuit breaker, and the GFCI receptacle is no longer required.
Thus the dual function.
Yes, sir.
Great. Well, what makes the Siemens breaker, this Siemens breaker in particular, different from what is currently in the market today?
So we have the LED indicators, as we had on our combination arc fault circuit breaker. The LED indicators will indicate whether the last trip was due to an arc to ground, or an overcurrent or short circuit. We also have the self-test and lockout feature. This is a brand new feature. We are the first on the market with this feature.
Okay.
UL actually suggests that homeowners monthly test their electronic breakers as well as their receptacles.
You're telling me that a homeowner is supposed to test their breaker every month?
Yes,
And
exactly.
does that happen?
I don't think that it does.
Okay.
So UL requirement next summer will require the self-test and lockout feature in all electronic receptacles and breakers and for GFCIs.
Okay.
So we have already put that feature into our breaker. So what will happen is the self-test and lockout feature, the breaker will test itself. If for some reason the electronics have been compromised, say it got struck by lightning, the breaker will trip itself and the homeowner will not be able to turn it back on.
Great. So what you're saying in a nutshell really is that this breaker, along with our arc fault and our combination arc fault, can actually save not only homeowners' lives because we're protecting them, but also the installer time and money. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Great. Well, Ashley, thanks again for explaining the dual function breaker. I appreciate it.
Thank you.